Okay, so I thought I had started the video, but I didn't. So I already took the bottom screws out. And if you're having trouble getting these screws out, you want to put pressure on it, and you want to turn it really slow just to get the screw out a little bit. And then you can take you some alcohol. I got like an old thermal paste syringe here. And you just dab it on those holes. And then you screw the screw back in. And what that's going to do is it's going to clean those threads. And you'll be able to pull that screw out. It has never failed me. As long as you didn't already strip the screw, it'll work. If it's stripped, maybe. You might have to get a different screwdriver if you strip your screwdriver. Anyways, this is an iPhone XS Max. Now we're going to be replacing the screen. They don't want the back glass replaced, so gonna dig into it. I got it sitting on a heating pad at 160 degrees. Plenty hot enough to get this screen loose. My apologies. Customer's phone was ringing. Anyways, let's get this screen off of here, shall we? Let's run this along the sides. Want to be easy on this side because this is where your cables are going to be. It's on the right hand side if you're looking directly at the phone screen. And it differs. Which phone you're fixing at the time, or whatever phone that you have, it may be different. For instance, 12s, I believe, are on the other side. 13s on the other side. So, if you got an iPhone 8, it's going to be different. But just iPhone 6s, they're at the top. So just got to watch out. Make sure you watch a video, a teardown video. It had to be my video. Just watch a video. If you're going to repair your own phone, please just take 10 minutes. Watch a video. Try not to skip any parts, because it's important that you get your phone fixed. It's also important that you don't, lose patience, rip any cables, break a screen. We don't want that to happen. I don't want that to happen to you. But, nobody's perfect. I've damaged some things in my day. Alright. Whoops. So let's get into it here. Remove these 4 screws. You're going to want to keep them exactly where you take them out from. They have to go back in. I lay them off to the side in the same order that I take them out. And then I lay these covers on the right next to them, same direction. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and get this battery cable loose. Which one's the battery cable? Well, it's gonna be the one that's connected to the battery. So this battery is connected to this battery, and this battery is connected to, is this it? Is that it? Is that it? Is that it? Which one is it? You tell me. It's going to be that one. Just follow that up to it. I know it may be hard to see down in between them, but that's where the cable was sitting. So, get you a little plastic pry bar and start popping. Unfortunately, not bottles, but cables, connectors. Alright, so we're going to set that off to the side. And we're going to remove the screws. There's 3 screws in this. Now this phone is different from, like, say, an XR. An XR, it's going to have 3 screws around this. And they're going to be Phillips head or 4-way, whatever you want to call like the a T pattern. I don't know if people call it different things and from living in different places. I'm not sure. Not a question I've really asked. So we're just going to pull these out carefully. It seems like this phone has been repaired before, because these just came out super easy. And I promise you, I have not taken this phone apart ahead of time. I don't do that just because I want you to see my mistakes. I'm not perfect. And hopefully, if you see me make a mistake, you won't make the same mistake. Follow my example and don't do the same thing that I did if I mess something up. That's the whole point of me not editing the stuff out. I'm the same as you. You know, I started off just learning how to repair my own phone. I mean, it wasn't even broken, but I started off watching a repair video on my own phone, and now I own my own business. So, I mean, I have for a while. We're just going to put these screws back in reverse order. Get that screw on the tip of my screwdriver there. Get it in like that. In case you're wondering, yes, my screwdrivers are magnetic. It's so much easier to hold a screw on the end of a screwdriver when it's magnetic. A lot of tips and tricks I've learned along the way. In case it's not magnetic, I just touch my finger to it, just like that, and get it right in that hole. Things that we learn. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. I have what's called a Quanli iCopy 2.0. This is so we can get our data off of this phone. The True Tone is what we're after. So this is an XS Max, so we're going to hook up this cable. Comes from that chip. I'm going to plug it up. We're going to hit read. It's going to read the data from this screen. Wait till it's completed. Pop it off. Throw it in the recycling bin. Plug up your new cable. And we're going to write the data. And this is just going to make sure that we have True Tone when we turn this phone back on. Whether or not I'm going to be able to test it, I don't know. If there's a lock code on it, then we won't be able to test it. I don't ask for lock codes. That's your personal data on here. A lot of people are untrustworthy, and I don't blame them. I don't blame people for not wanting to give out their passcode. And the only reason that I would ever ask for it is if I needed to test something like a camera or a speaker. Now, you can come test it yourself if you want to make an extra trip over here. I will temporarily attach the screen back to the phone. You can test it out, and then I'll put it back together. I'm all for that. Or if you want to just give me your passcode, I will test it. That way you won't have to make an extra trip. Either way is fine with me. I really don't care. But I wouldn't blame someone with the code to my phone either. I wouldn't trust someone with the code to my phone at a repair shop. So, I mean, it is what it is. Some people trust others enough to do it. Some people don't. And it's just, it blows my mind that people in the position that I'm in will, okay, make sure there's no personal information that pops up. It blows my mind that people in the position like I am that fixes things, that they would snoop through someone else's phone or computer, because, I mean, would they want theirs snooped through? I know I wouldn't. So, some people are just disrespectful. Alright, so let's put it back together. Everything seems to be working. And by everything, I mean the screen, the little bit that I can actually test. So, again, I'm not asking for your passcode. Unfortunately, nobody can really afford to have, you know, every single phone laying around waiting for screens to come in to test them on. And I don't have time to do that anyways. Screens come in, they get put up, and that's why I usually keep two in stock of popular phones. That way, if one doesn't work, I have one to fall back on. And I try to keep two in stock at all times, but it doesn't always work out that way. Anyways, like I was saying, it's a lot of overhead to keep one of every phone laying around just to test with. And I'm sure I can go out and just cheaply buy you know, a phone that doesn't belong to somebody. I'm not going to say it, but a phone that doesn't belong to somebody, you know, for cheap, and use it for a test phone. But I'm just not that type of person. So, and yeah, sometimes I buy phones if they're the right phone for the right price, but I do not buy phones that are locked, because once you get into them, and it may not be their phone, it may not be the person's phone that brought it to you. And I don't know about you, but I don't want no stolen property. Alright, so we're going to put that in the top, and we're going to slide our fingers up the side. You got to be careful because the back glass is shattered. We're just going to do it just like that. And we're going to put these screws back in, and we'll be done. And in they go. So easy. Way easier than it was when I took them out. Because I did have to put alcohol in them because they didn't want to come out. But now they're going in so smooth, you wouldn't even be able to tell that I had to put alcohol in them. And there it is. iPhone XS Max screen replacement. If you like my videos, please share and subscribe. It helps so much, and I would be forever grateful. Help me build this base, and we'll take it to the moon. Thank you.